Hey there everyone, the spuddiest of all dragons here, and welcome to Part 3. Now I just actually returned back from a 2-day trip, business related to another country, so it was 450 kilometers to one side and then another 450 back, and on the way back my my GPS nav decided to give out, so I had to use my phone in Google Maps, and it turns out that Google Maps doesn't have a function to, like, plot a route without using dirt roads, so, that was interesting. That was a very interesting trip. Thanks, Google. Anyway, guys, obviously I was on my laptop these last couple of days, and I couldn't really do a lot of recording, but I did not stop our progression. I actually made some progress, and we are going to continue off. Again, I'm recording this during the server load time, because, you know, I'm still trying to talk about the mechanics of the game first, and we're going to be focusing on player interactions later. And that is where I'm going to start logging in on the server during its high time. Anyway, as you can see, I actually was kind of busy. I did a lot of missions and I did some trading, and that, again, is kind of the point where you have both a character that does missions and a character that does trading or mining, because the more flexibility you have in terms of gaining credits on Discover Freelancer mod, the better, because it's not really needed, but at the same time, there are times where I just don't want to think about anything. I just put a video in the background and I just shoot a couple of things or mine, and then I just want to fly around a little bit. So, you know, the more flexibility you have, the better. Alright, so today's video is going to be focusing on two different topics. The first topic is going to be about managing your credits, and the second topic is going to be about advanced mining. We did some mining in the last episode behind the planet Erie. We did some helium runs, you know, but obviously, as already pointed out in that episode, that is not where the real money is when it comes to mining. And today I'm going to show you exactly what. The only thing is that it requires us to get a new ship. Now, we could get one of these ships and turn it into a miner, but I think that is going to be slightly counterproductive. We're going to do this a little bit more differently, and this is where I'm going to be talking about the restart commands and why we use them. So, the reason is actually very simple. So, I could just log Dave Cypress right here, and we could, if we just open up this map, actually, yeah, this is the character without the map. So, we actually need to go to the Okinawa system for this, and I could fly this dinky little ship all the way here to Okinawa and spend about 20 minutes doing so, but I'd rather not, and that is the point of the restart system. You can restart existing ships, even if you haven't made progress. The only problem is that the restart command replaces your active ship with the restart character of your choice, and you are going to lose any equipment or money or credits or reputation or anything that you have on this character if you do it. So do not do it. And actually, I think the restart command will forbid you to do this if you have more than like a couple of 100,000 credits. Jesus Christ, English, please. And you know, better safe than sorry. So we are going to make a dedicated mining character, but we're going to be slightly smart about it, because again, you can either make a trading character to be your primary source of income, or a mining character. There are very, I have to agree with this dude right here. Just point that out, I have to agree with this. And there are very few ships that actually can pull double duty. Thankfully, there's a couple of ships that actually can do it, that are going to be perfect for our current budget. Now, this ship costs roughly 15 million credits, and if we actually take a look back into our character menu, you will notice that we actually have a little bit more than that, but it is split between two different ships. And so, how are we going to fix this? And the idea is actually very simple. We are going to turn Dave Cypress here into a bank account, a bank character. So this character is going to be the character that holds all of our credits, you know, for safekeeping, and from which we can access credits as we see fit. First of all, we are going to move all of the money to Dave Cypress from the other Dave Cypress, the one with the dot. So in order to do that, we are going to log in onto this character, and we are going to type in the following command. Give cash, Dave Cypress, without the dot. This command is not case sensitive, by the way, so you don't need to worry about that. And let's just take a look. How much money do you have? 5756515. Boom. And now, if we log into this account, it's not going to show up on the character screen. There we go. You have received money. And so what we just did, we just transferred all of our money into one character. So you know that's really good. That's a very easy way to fund your characters. So you have your trading character that you're running around with, and you say, okay, today I want to make a I don't know, a pirate character. So you start a new ship, you do the restart command. I'm going to show you in a moment. You do the restart command, and you simply just toss money to that ship and set it up. Easy, very easy to do, very comfortable. Now, obviously, you might say, well, okay, so every single time I make a character, I need to switch to this bank account and then enter the name of that character if I still freaking remember it, because, you know, I have to agree with this. And, no, you don't have to do that. And I'm going to show you another command. So, set, I think it was together, set cash code 7777, for example. No, set cash code with a space 777. Okay, so my cash code right now for this character is 777. Okay, obviously it's just for the duration of this video. I'm going to change it, so you know, those of you watching don't try to access the and know that is not the name of my actual bank. But okay, so what we just did in this command is assign a specific draw cash code for this character. So, we are going to make that mining character now. Now, let's call it something along the lines of... let's just say I don't want it to be Dave Cypress. I want it to be a completely different character with a different origin, with a different story, with a different playstyle. So, let's call him Trevor... Or shall we go with an actual call sign? Well, it's called The Deep. Yeah, that's a good name. Edgy as fuck. And I know for a fact that we are going to do helium mining. So helium-3. In order to do that, we are going to restart this character as GMG. So, show restarts. And let's find GMG. Okay, faction GMG. So again, we do the following. Restart, FC, GMG, boom. The server is going to kick us, and we need to wait about, 5 seconds or so for the changes to the character to take place. It's currently, mechanically what it's doing right now, it's basically just replacing all of our character files information on the server side with information from a pretext, like a preset. And it's changing everything apart from the name. So it's changing the ship, the location, the reputation, the ID, everything. And that's actually going to be the first thing we're going to take a look at. Alright, so we just started off a new character. We are in Sigma 59. I'm going to be honest with you, I've never had a GMG character before, so this is going to be something educational for both you and me. Start off with the Skyblast and still with the Class 6 debs that this ship doesn't use anymore, by the way. But anyway, we start off with the Gas Miners Guild ID. The Freelancer and the Generic Miner ID were generic IDs. They were very broad in sense. They had no limitations or where they can go, right? But at the same time, they were very strict on topics such as who you can engage, or what you can do or what you can't do. The Gas Miners Guild is an actual NPC faction, and it has its own ID. And so this ID is going to be a little bit more constrictive, but also a little bit more free, if it makes any sense. So first of all, it can demand contraband and levy fines within their zone of influence, and attack the ship if the player refuses to comply to their demands. So this is a line that didn't exist in the Freelancer ID, for example. Here we go. Can attack any ship in self-defense, just like the Freelancer ID, to protect, allow a neutral lawful ship or in defense of a base, blah, blah, both within or outside of its zone of influence. So, what this means is that with this ID, if I'm flying around and I see some neutral lawful ship, for example, a house trader for... let's say Ajira Corporation from Liberty, right? That's a lawful ship. That's if it's being attacked, that means that I can actually jump in and protect him, right? If I chose to. I don't have to. Can attack ships belonging to houses or organizations considered hostile by GMG within their zone of influence? Let's quickly switch to our reputation sheet. Let's go down. This is our Gas Miners Guild. Enemies. Corsairs, Hagosha, Outcast, Kruger Minerals. So let's just go back. So I can attack those factions within my zone of influence. And by the way, the zone of influence right here, Sigma, systems directly bordering Sigmas. That is my zone of influence. These are the systems where I can attack these people. Can engage in piracy against Samira and Kruger and Sigmas only. Cannot ally with any lawfuls except for Golden Chrysanthemums and Blood Dragons. And cannot participate in any unlawful actions apart from that. So, as you can see, this ID is a little bit more constrictive. It means that I can only attack very certain people in certain places, and I actually have enemies and non-enemies, as opposed to the Freelancer ID, which is basically, quote, neutral until proven otherwise to every single faction ever. You know, within reason. So, okay, so we got the ID. Now we need to find the ship that actually does mining. And for that, we need to go to the forums. First things first, we need to head out on our forums at discoverygc.com. The link is going to be down in the video description. And we need to open up the mining guide. Again, the direct link to this thread is going to be in the video description. So, essentially, this is a thread where it is documented of what mines what, where, and how. Every single mining faction in the game has its own unique set of bonuses, specific things that they mine, and we are currently looking at Helium-3. Helium-3 is mostly mined by GMG and Kishiro. We're just going to go with GMG because I felt like it. I never had a GMG character before. And we need to go to Sigma 19 in B23. So that is the location where the field is located, just like the field that is located behind the planet Erie back in Pennsylvania. Also, there's a list of prices. These change, by the way, sometimes. And, well, apart from that, that's pretty much it. But the second thing that we need to do is Gas Miners Guild. There's a specific thing that we need. I'm just going to quickly go through what ship we need. There's a specific ship that I'm currently looking for. The Hegemon is a mining ship that is very similar to what we're going to get, but we need the actual specific GMG transport for this. And it is... there it is, Kamome. A medium-sized transport utilized for helium-3 collecting. So this transport gets a specific bonus for helium-3. That's the one we need. If you want to know where to buy a ship, you will need to go to the Discovery Wiki and find the name of the ship. In this case, that's the Kamome. And over here under availability, we're just going to show the locations where it's sold, and it is sold on planet Honshu and the Fujisawa mining facility in Okinawa. And that is the ship that we are going to buy. The package seems to cost about 17.1 million credits. And that is going to be enough. We have that sort of money, and we are just going to go and actually make the ship now. Well, I actually took a small break between the takes, so we just got kicked for base idling. So we're just going to hop back on, get on the deep, and we are going to go to whichever is the closest place where we can sell the ship. But first, we are just going to grab the money from Dave Cypress. So, show cash, Dave Cypress, and our code was 777. 17.6 million credits. Draw cash, Dave Cypress. 17,624,220. Sorry, the code comes before the amount. There we go. And I have drawn enough money to buy the ship. Let's go. Again, the thing about mining is that you don't need any upfront investment. And I just realized, we don't know where to go. Which is a shame. Well, don't worry. Times like this, we have the forums. We can find our way through the forums. You know, I'm pretty damn sure it's actually an oversight that there is no jump hole map for that specific part, for that restart, which is kind of shit. All you need to do is go to the player utilities under our forum and go to the interactive nav map. We are in Sigma 59. Oh, we're actually next to Okinawa, by the way. And we need to go to... Are we at 59? Well, I think we are. And that is at B4-ish. Hey, XD, never mind, we're in Sigma 21. Whoops. I have the memory of a cucumber. All is gonna be fine, we just need to find 21. Okay, so 21 is right next to Honshu, so again, one jump away. Honshu jump hole is at D4. And so we're back, so let's set our location to D4 and let's fly. I really like the, you know, the navigation map on the forums, but quite frankly, the mod name is Discovery, and it kind of feels like cheating, but at this point, hey, we're using a restart command to quickly set up a character. Being able to leave the starting system where you spawn in is kind of a big deal. So yeah, we just transferred the money from our two characters off a bank character, and that is how a bank account works, a bank character. It's just a dedicated character where you keep all of your money and just draw or send it to. It's very easy to just jump your money around to whenever you need it. Like, oh, you're in a fight, you need to restock, oh, I don't have enough credits, click, 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 you draw some from your bank, and there you have it. You have more. This is a pretty nice system. Like, again, I've never had a GMG ship before. Looks cool. What is this thing? I know it's a medium-sized gas giant. Not unlike Uranus! Haha! Zing. We're just going to remove that and jump to Honshu. And the ship was sold on Planet Honshu, I think. I'm pretty sure it's sold on Planet Honshu. Right, so mining in general is probably the easiest and also the most rewarding way to make money on this go. But it has... oh wow, that is a long flight. That is a stupidly long flight, actually. But it has its own set of quirks and dangers. So, for example, when you're mining, it's not as fast as, say, helium, because helium is just a raw resource, while we're actually going to get, you know, mineable ore. You know, helium-3 counts as ore, as opposed to just regular helium. And the progress itself is, you know, a lot slower in general. So you're kind of like a sitting duck. Well, this tip has a point. Armor upgrades are a vital thing. And obviously we're going to take it out. Now, when I say pulling double duty when it comes to mining and trading, the Kajira and the Hegemon, the ship that we actually you know, looked at for a moment, they are basically large miners. Smaller ships mine faster, and they're easier to fly around in mining fields because, you know, large rocks and whatever. But they don't have the capability of just transporting ore around themselves. You actually have to do that with a regular transport. What we're going to do now is set up a solo mining character. So we're going to mine for ourselves, but we are going to give up a bit of you know, maximum profit for it, because the largest ships in the game in terms of cargo capacity are the trains, and a train costs quite a fair bit, like 200 million credits, which we obviously do not have right now, and also these ships don't receive any sort of bonus for mining, so we wouldn't be able to actually mine for that ship. So, you know, we're losing some ability in order to gain something more. In this case, it would be cargo space, but in terms of being able to mine yourself and then transport what you mined yourself, also has limitations on it, you know, for the sake of balance, I suppose. You know, again, this is a dinky little ship, but like, it is still combat capable. You know, even if slightly. The server population is slowly growing. I need to finish this video and at least make one trip with the ore before I call it a day for this episode. Anyway, mining. As I already mentioned in, I think it was episode 2, mining, when it comes to very simple ores, such as helium or water or oxygen or scrap metal, actually I think scrap metal was changed to something else, you don't need any specific gear for that. You already saw, I could mine in this ship, I could mine in the Starburst? Sunburst? Yeah, Sunburst. It didn't matter what kind of ship I have. When it comes to specialized mining, you need 3 combinations. You need a ship, you need a set of mining turrets, and you need the appropriate ID for that ship and that ore. In this case, we're going to be using the Gas Miners Guild ID. And lastly, we need the appropriate flashing reputation. So if this reputation is flashing, it means that in front of our name, that is the faction's name in front of our character's name. I will show you what I mean if I meet another player here, which I kind of doubt. I think everyone else is somewhere else. Actually, we need to go to Sigma 17. There is someone in Sigma 19. Sorry, we need to go to Sigma 19. Right, so this is the place where we need to go. We're just going to grab that ship, set it up for mining, and we're going to be golden. Now, one thing you need to notice about buying ships is that when you buy a ship and you select the ship buying, you will notice that everything on our right side is going to get sold, in this case along with the ID. We need that ID, by the way. The only thing is, if you don't switch anything and just try to transfer the ID, nothing's going to happen, because the ID is the internal equipment. So you need to go to the internal equipment section on the left side and move it there manually and mount it. And after that, you can actually buy the ship. Alright guys, we just bought our new transport. We don't need these guns anymore, but we do need mining turrets, which, as it turns out, we cannot really buy here. And so we just need to hope that we can buy some in Okinawa. Actually, we need to go to Sigma 19, so let's set up a route. Okay, so that is actually the next system on. Hopefully somewhere along the way we are going to get mining turrets. You know, that would be very nice. Actually, where did it... there is a station here somewhere. I think it was... Oh no, yeah. That is that station, by the way. We're going to stop on the Amori station along the way. This is a completely fresh ship. We don't have any armor, we don't have any nanobots or shield batteries. Physical items you cannot solo transfer from ship to ship. But there are other ways, you know, and those I'm going to explain a little bit later. As for now, we're just going to exit this jump a little bit early and see if Amori Station has some mining turrets for us, because we kind of need those. Hopefully they should. Yes, heavy mining array. Oh, it's very cheap, actually. And we're just going to grab all of that. Let's just slap a train cruise disruptor on here, also just for good measure. We still have a little bit of money. Let's keep the thruster as it is for now. I'm going to replace this scanner with the advanced deep scanner because of the range. It has the best range, and we need range. And always remember to stock up on all of your nanobots and shield batteries, because, you know, dying is bad. Alright guys, we have a fully functioning mining ship, and now we actually need to go to B2/3 in Sigma 19, and we can start mining. And that is, by the way, that fellow that we saw. Let's not bother them. We might actually need to make a cut somewhere here. Like, I'm going to mine up a full hold of helium, and we will need to pause the video there. Okay, so B2 and B3 in Sigma 19. So this is somewhere here, I suppose. Let's go and find out. Like, again, I've never had a GMG character. I don't know where the mining places are, so let's just enable our mining zones, and hopefully we're going to find something. Back on the video, back on the Discovery forums, you saw there's a lot of different NPC factions that do mining, a lot of ores. This video is very general, and it applies to every single faction like that. Simply use the restart to find the faction that you need, and just follow the exact same steps. You know, I have a feeling as that, you know, I have a feeling that this is not where the things are now. Well, I am lost. I am in fact lost. Well, you know what that means. To the forum! Now the cool thing about the forum is that a lot of things are outdated, sadly. And we're just going to meaning guide. There it is. Helium 3. Let's see where other mentions are. Karst has posted an update late 2016. Any more mentions? No. Okay, no information here. Let's quickly switch to Sigma. It was Sigma 19 or Sigma 17? I might have misread something. Sigma 19. We are in Sigma 19, right? Yes, yes we are. Well, this is a bummer because... Sigma 19, where is it? There it is. Mining zone, it's here. Why isn't it here? Well, I am slightly peeved. It should be here. Oh, there it is. Gas miner. Okay, so apparently the field is somewhere next to the gas miner, maybe? The game bamboozled me. Oh, okay. I think we found it, guys. Let's just start mining and see what happens. Switch to the right. Did we get some? Oh yeah, we did. Actually, we need to sell those little commodities. Now, where the hell did it go? I saw the field spawn things right next to me a moment ago. It looks like the field is very, very tiny. Which might be just a little bit annoying. Scratch that, this might be very annoying. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is slightly annoying. I saw the damn field just a moment ago. And now it's gone. It is somewhere very close to the station, but like... This is turning out to be a very educational video. Don't you agree? Okay, maybe it's a little bit further away from the field. Maybe it's above the field. Maybe it's below the field? Oh god, Spazzy cannot into mine. Okay, you know what? Fuck this gas miner. I'm gonna go to the next one. Just fuck you. I'm showing a big middle finger to you. Fuck off. You don't want to give me your... Well, fuck you then, sir. You know, times like this I kind of wish I would, you know, prepare for these videos. You know, map things out a little bit, prepare a little bit, make a script maybe, so I don't have to go all the time. But what's the fun in that? Are you gonna spawn little rocks for me? No, apparently not. Oh, okay. I see it. It is right here. It is like right next. Oh my god, it's tiny. The field is so tiny. So what? I need to actually be bumping against this thing? But is it up or down? I'm not going to lie. I am. Oh, there it is. Stop. And let's just. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we're doing it, boys. We are, in fact, doing it. This has to be the most retarded fucking field I've ever been in. Like, I did some mining before. I don't like mining, by the way. I prefer you know, missions or trading. But this is the most retarded fucking field I've been. Jesus fucking Christ. Who designed this? It's unique. It's still bad, though. How fast are we mining, by the way? I wouldn't call it fast. But hey, at least we know where it spawns now. It's a very stupid approach, but whatevs. Maybe there's a better spot? Maybe I need to wiggle around a little bit to get the better... Well, something like this. And again, if we were using a different ship or ID or whatever, we would be getting zilch. Like 0 drops. Kind of like that. Like, the first time, like, when we were back in the other extractor, we kind of found that spot just by pure accident. I'm zooming in and out, by the way, by using control in the scroll wheel. You can kind of see why I prefer missions and mining over missions and trading over mining. This is not the most stimulating endeavor, not by a long shot. But I think the gist is right. I think I'm going to stop the video here for now, and we're gonna, you know, resume in part 4, where I show what what to do with the ore. But yeah. Until then, I think I'm going to call the end of the video right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, all the information that I already noted in this video can be found in the video description. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down and call me retard McSpacky Pants. And I will see you the next time. This is gonna take a while.